Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Deborah, your house love innovator. It's Mother's Day, and there are some grandmothers, and some fathers, and some aunties, and some adopted mothers that you will be celebrating today. And I thought I'd take some time and celebrate them with you. And what gave me this idea is because my mother died when I was I was 23. My sister was 16 and my little brother was 6. And my dad became both parents best he could. It took him a minute to learn how to be a mother, but he did it. And then I thought about what really brought this to my mind was that my husband at the time, when Mother's Day came, he found a Mother's Day card for dads who raised their children. I thought that was the sweetest thing anybody had ever done for a daddy. And my daddy, I'm sure we probably still have that card somewhere around his house. But now this is a cool thing. Now I could talk about my dad's being a mother when he really wasn't a mother, because he did some stuff to take on that position. And I said before, moms, they don't have a reason for doing what they do. They do it because that's who they are. But he had to be intentional to create what he created for us. And I remember how intentional he was. And let me tell you what he did. When I got married, of course I moved out and moved in and with my husband, and we had a son. And my dad would cook dinner for us every Sunday. Every Sunday. Then when my baby girl came along, my daddy cooked dinner for our family every Sunday. Every Sunday. And he did that on purpose, because I know how to cook. I could have stayed at home and said I got my own family and just cooked for my family and went to see him whenever we went to see him. But he made sure that we came to see him because he cooked every Sunday, and he was a very good cook too. His peach cobbler was the bomb. Well, really, all his stuff was very good. But I remember realizing what he was doing. I remember thinking he is doing this so that he could stay connected to us. And my children loved their granddaddy, their pawpaw, because they grew up in his house eating his cabbage or meatloaf or peach cobbler or whatever it was he was cooking, grits and eggs, because he would, when we moved out of the city, when we would come back home, he would cook breakfast for us. We'd stay at his house, he'd cook breakfast, and he'd cook dinner. So that my kids grew up with him. But he created that. He made that happen. That was a radical move on his part, and brilliant move on his part, because I grew up a daddy's girl, but I had no intention of going over there every Sunday at all. Hey, baby, y'all coming over for dinner? And after church, we go home. Sometimes we go straight to his house, and then on occasion we would go home and change and come to his house. But we would come straight to his house after church, and he'd cook. So that is one of those staying connected to someone. And people always talk about take a man, to raise a boy, a man. Grandmothers, I say this everywhere, every opportunity I get. There are some grandmothers that have raised some really fine men. So y'all can stop using that, because that's all that is character. And a good teacher can raise a man, whether she's a man or a woman. And so grandmothers, my heart goes out to you guys, because sometimes you have to do it because nobody else will, or you do it because they belong to you. They belong to your son or your daughter, and you just do what women do when they know how to love kids, because that's what's in our hearts. So grandmothers who are mothering or grandmothering, whatever, happy Mother's Day. And then to those of you to those of you who adopt children, for whatever reason you do it, happy Mother's Day to you, male or female, whoever is mothering the child in the house. Today is your day just as much as it is anybody's day who has mothered someone, whether you brought them into the world or you took over after they got here. So today is the day for nurturing parents who call themselves mother or who have taken that role on, to be appreciated and respected and honored. And I am a part of that group that wants to honor you today. Enjoy your day with your children, and kids, never stop showing them how much you appreciate them, because it is something to appreciate. Until next time, this has been Dr. Deborah. Have a great day, y'all.